And welcome back to White Claw Wednesday, episode number 93. Uh,
9-3.
yeah, man. I think this might be the last Skype one for a while, right?
This is going to be the conclusion of the consistent Skyping, I would say.
Yeah. And I like to think, I like to think it might be the last one ever because
That would be nice.
Yeah, I just think we'll be able to plan for, upcoming, vacancies with extra recordings, you know what I mean? With back-to-backs, I think we can pull that off. All right, let's
crack
these,
open. Buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Jinx, you owe me a milk.
Yeah, dude,
you owe me a claw. There. How about that?
Cheers.
Oh, are you getting tangerine? Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Dude, this might be the first time we
match up. We rarely match up.
We've matched. It rarely happens, yeah. So yeah, man. I am in the humble abode now.
Yeah, congratulations.
I have moved in. There's literally boxes all over. My desk setup for work is like in the fireplace room.
Okay.
Some places are still dusty. The outside is a mess, but
And Chelsea and Cheddar are enjoying the backyard already, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So
how many nights have you spent there already?
We spent 2 nights here so far.
Nice.
Yeah. So we moved in Sunday. We got back Saturday from a wedding.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you remember the drunk FaceTime that you called me on Friday night?
Oh shit! Yeah, I do. I didn't until you just brought it up though.
It was Amanda who called, but you guys were pretty sauced. But you're at a wedding, obviously.
Well, she really liked the officiant. That's why she really wanted. She was, I don't know, to set some high expectations, I guess.
Exactly. She was calling to just pretty much put the pressure on me in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
which I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready. Like,
and you welcomed it, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we moved in Sunday. Literally like all day pretty much. I had called U-Haul like the night before because we didn't know if we were going to be ready or we didn't know if the house was going to be ready. And I had to get on like the support with U-Haul and they're like, okay, well, like you have to go here in Corona, but then you have to return it in Whittier. And I was like, okay, we can make that work. Even though I was moving from Riverside to Yorba Linda. But
yeah, that whole U-Haul thing is kind of odd when it comes to like where they want you to pick it up and where they want you to drop it off, and But I'm assuming you got everything in the house. Now it's just a matter of unpacking it and organizing it.
Yep, that's where we're at, dude.
That's always the first step. That first step you want to conquer in moving is just to, like, worry about where things go at the end. Just get everything in there. Just get it all in.
The worst thing that happened though is we kept the refrigerator from the old owners. You leave basically the appliances when you buy a house, or it's written usually in the contract, and if you have a good realtor, they'll ask for that. So we obviously, I've mentioned a couple times, we're remodeling the kitchen, so the contractors basically just took the fridge and put it aside, wrapped it up so it wouldn't get dusty, and left it there.
Oh, and is it still there?
Well, no, we unraveled it.
Okay.
And we opened it, and guess what we found?
A bunch of moldy food.
Not food, but just straight mold. Like the grossest thing you've ever seen, almost out of like a movie where like there's like a zombie mold going around. Like it was disgusting.
How was there a mold if there wasn't any food to,
Well, I'm assuming, I'm not a fungi expert or whatever, bacteria expert, but it builds off of moisture, right? And when you have a refrigerator, there's moisture in it.
Oh, because
and if you just close it right away, and right after you shut it off, it traps that moisture in, and so
because it's super cold, and then it loses all that coldness, so it kind of melts internally in a way, and it just becomes wet inside.
Yep.
Because it goes from cold to hot so quickly, and then you just leave it there. You basically seal it. You just
sealed off an ecosystem for that mold. It was literally
gnarly, dude.
the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So, literally, the day of we move in, we spend pretty much the entire time cleaning that. And then the day after, too. So, yesterday, we spent all day. Bro, I took apart a fridge to get all in, like, the vents. And the little nooks and crannies, like the little sliders, get behind them. And, like, we were spraying bleach everywhere, wiping everything off. You would not okay, so I have never seen so much mold in my entire life, but let's get past this. Guess what
colors were it?
Black,
black and
orange.
Green? Okay.
There was also this like goop in there that I don't even know what it was. I just had my mask on and I was like, I'm not breathing.
Yeah, good idea.
So
dude, that sounds gnarly.
Dude, did you know this? There is styrofoam in refrigerators.
I did not know that. Damn.
Like,
how about that?
Surprisingly a lot. Like, more than you would. I mean, I wouldn't expect any, but if you did expect some, way more than that. Like, a lot of styrofoam.
That is a lot. Because I'm not thinking of a lot, and then it must be a more than that. Because, like, what would styrofoam do in a fridge?
Well, I guess it just doesn't deteriorate, so they just like it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it insulates, too.
That's what I was going to say. That's the word I was going to use. Insulation.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm all moved in. That was my spiel.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations, dude.
So I have to set up the office. I got one more slap of paint to put on. And then, we'll have a nice setup, dude.
Sweet. I'll bring the tower over next week, and we'll get to it.
Fuck yeah.
I'll also bring, hopefully I can bring Scott and Sam with me, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do something Sunday or something.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, fuck yeah. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Cool.
So another thing that I've been realizing is how much you actually like need to know to be a homeowner.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I'm not gonna act like I know, but
you do. So, it's like you know about it. But then
there are certain things where you don't know about them, and because of that, you know, like how. Okay, this sounds really stupid. Stupid. But when
your quotes are always great, man.
When you don't know, you kind of know.
I like that.
You know?
I like it. It makes sense.
Because if you're aware you don't know, then you do know. You know? Because at least you know you don't know.
That's the perfect explanation, I think. So, like there's things that you just don't work with, like electrical and stuff. I mean, I've got like this breaker box or whatever they call it, and I guess the previous owner didn't know shit either because it's not labeled or anything. It's just like F12, F13, And I'm like, well, shit, what do these do? And so, I don't know. I have to go and figure out which one is which and have Amanda on the phone and be like, what just shut off, That stuff, drywall. I mean, it's too much, man. It's too much to learn in a week or so.
Well, Ryan, it only continues.
I know. I got like these holes in the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I just paint over that? And my dad's like, he's like, basically looks at me like I'm a freaking idiot. He's like, no, you can't just paint over that. It's like an inch wide. I'm like, oh, my bad.
Are you my son? Because mine wouldn't do that.
If I just tape it and then paint over it, would that work?
Can I just put like a painting over it? Some Van Gogh?
Yeah.
So, what kind of decorations are you going to do? What kind of theme? What kind of style? What kind of vibe? What kind of vibe are you trying to set with your house when someone walks in?
We're low key trying to go
trying to feel?
Modern, but not too much. Like, I think that the super modern-y look, like, I know a lot of kitchens right now, and if you have these in your kitchen, I'm not hating on you, but like all white cabinets and subway tiles, it's just like all white.
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, blinding. I'm not a fan of that. So, like, Amanda was like, oh, let's do subway tiles, and I was like, no way. I feel like those are going to be out of style in like 10 years or something. So we have this backsplash that's like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's like herringbone or something. I don't know. It looks cool. but yeah, we're basically just going like gray, black, white, that type of color scheme.
Okay, I like it. Sounds modern. Sounds sleek.
It's gonna look good, man. It's gonna look good. And you've never seen the house, right?
I haven't. No, I'm
Yeah. So I gotta show you pictures of what it used to look like.
very excited. And also,
Yeah.
have you set up the TV living room area?
We just got the couch in last night.
Nice.
I'm assuming we're gonna get clothes, all the boxes, little items done.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna start clearing out the garage. And the garage is what I've had stuff in the garage for months now because they've been doing work. And
okay, I see.
it's just sitting there. It's all like most of our furniture is in there. The couch was in there, but we're like, we're dirty and sweaty and we want to sit down and relax, and all we have is our bed right now. So that was sort of like a must have,
How's the AC working?
We haven't even turned it on.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it gets a little hot during the day, but not too bad. But weather's been really nice over here. Like, seriously, it's been fantastic. And actually, the first night we were here, it was like raining really hard, which was surprising.
Yeah, the fall weather's starting to come in,
Dude, so what's going on with baseball, bro? I was at the wedding and I watched the playoff game, the National League. Is it National League?
National League Championship Series or the
National League
What
Championship.
was it? The Braves versus the Dodgers? Was it
No,
the
no,
Dodgers versus the Giants?
Dodgers versus the Giants.
Okay, yeah, that was the
Game
Division
7.
Series, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Game 5. Game 5.
Game 5, excuse me, you're right.
Yeah, Game 5. Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the game?
Yes, we did, and it was actually really funny because I get home from extra work, and it's like right in the last couple innings, and then Scott and Sam had just gone to Chick-fil-A to get food, and so they paused the game, and then they came back, ate the Chick-fil-A, unpaused the game, played the game, and then they were like skipping through the commercials to catch up. And so I come in, I start watching with them. We're a little bit behind live TV, and we hear fireworks start going off. So and so we know, yeah. So living in LA County, you hear fireworks start going off. You know the Dodgers just won against their rival, the Giants. So it was kind of funny because Scott rooting for the Giants, and he had a bet on the game with Sam, who's rooting for the Dodgers. I'm just enjoying the show. But it was hilarious to see Scott's reaction when he heard the fireworks because he got so pissed.
Poor guy.
And then Sam and I just watched the rest of the game as Scott stormed off and the fireworks rang through our ears.
So Scott didn't watch the rest of the game?
Yeah, once he heard the fireworks, he was like, "I'm out of here."
Oh, what a loser. Dude.
Well, we're not living in San Francisco, right?
That's true. Okay, first of all, that last call to end the game.
And also he didn't go around. He didn't go around.
No. That was a check swing.
Yeah,
by far, right?
You know how the check swing rules works. If
you have to, your bat has to swing past the perpendicular line, right? Yeah,
exactly, past the flat line, past the straight line that's on the front of the home plate.
Yeah, it's the horizontal one. If you're
the horizontal part. Yeah, not the triangle part. So if the bat has to completely cross over that line, and it wasn't even close, and
it wasn't at all.
Yeah, and I'm so happy they showed the replay because I really wanted them to, and I was like, okay,
it really just highlighted how bad of a call it was.
It did, and it also highlighted the fact that when it comes down to it, sometimes with baseball games, the umpires just want to go home.
That's what I was thinking. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, what is the motive here?
Yeah, as an Angels fan who has gone to a good amount of Angels games, like I know that like there gets to a point where sometimes you start rooting for the other team.
Yeah.
Because you want to go home, and it's like, okay, this baseball game's been going on for 4 hours now. I think it's ready for it to be over, and I just think the umpire saw that bat go around, not all the way, and then he was like, you know what? I feel like Scherzer has a hold on this inning right now, and he's going to get out of it anyway, so I'm just going to call it a strike and just be done for the day.
And it's probably true. Like the Giants probably wouldn't have come back. I mean, even if
it wasn't
swing,
looking pretty.
The
When you're
count,
down
I think it was
when you're down to your last
two.
strike, when you're down to your
Yeah.
last strike, it's hard to argue against like what you could have done.
Right, exactly.
Or no, I mean argue for what you could have done.
The only thing that was frustrating when I was watching it, but I was like, I don't understand how baseball doesn't have like the technology yet to video referee that. I mean, the game is already super slow. Like, what is the problem? Like, you're putting a Game 5 conference champs. I mean, like, the technology's there, and it can't be that expensive. It really can't.
I think it's a fear of losing tradition and losing
but like, come on,
I know it's crazy. It's crazy to think that, but it's in the same theme, I would say, as the whole, our robot's gonna take our jobs.
Yes, true, but they still need a first base referee. It's not like that job goes away.
I just think that like we're gonna continue to probably push against that for as long as we can.
But who's we? Baseball fans? Like, is anyone looking at that call?
Society, humanity, people in charge.
I feel like, okay, I'm not in the baseball scene at all, but I remember when VAR was coming around in soccer, and it was
what's VAR?
Video assistant referee. Basically, you have people watching videos of the out of bounds and like, did it go over the line, and also fouls. So essentially, they're like behind the scenes referees that will communicate with the on-site referees.
Okay.
I remember when that was sort of like a conversation. They were like, should we do it? And there was like a trial in one of the leagues, and they ended up like doing it. I remember the fans were behind it because they were like, this is ridiculous. Like, there's been too many occasions where something has happened that's been wrong by the referee, or the referees made the wrong decision, and it's like game changing. It's like literally affects the outcome of the game, and I feel like that was that exact scenario.
Yes, it was major, 100%. It was
here's
literally decided the game.
Yeah, it did. Here's my thing. I don't know. I'm not involved in baseball like that. Are people really upset, or they're like, shoot, it's the referees are part of the game. People make mistakes. Or are they, advocating for what I'm talking about right now? I'm asking you as a semi-expert because I have literally no knowledge of baseball. I kid you not.
Here's the way I see it when it comes to plays like that. It's really kind of, I would say it's split in four ways. You have one quarter Dodger fans. And when I say this, I don't literally mean like taking all the fans of baseball. It's not like actually like evenly split up, like 25%, 25%.
Sure.
Yeah. I just mean like you have four different types of reactors in a way. You have Dodger fans who are like, fuck yeah, that ump just, called the game for us and we're moving on. You have Giants fans who are like, what the fuck? That isn't a third strike. We should be, throwing another pitch to try to, tie this game up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the people who aren't fans of either team just watching the game as baseball fans. I think you have the young people like you and me who are just scratching their heads over the fact that we can watch the truth slowed down a minute after it's decided by a human. And why can't that minute be used have a computer decide it? You know what I mean?
Right.
And by computer, I mean like it's right there in the photographic evidence that's captured in slow motion. And then the fourth category are the old people. And by old people, I don't necessarily literally mean old people, but I just mean old views in terms of their hardcore, like traditional baseball, American classic, like we played this game in the 1800s sort of thing. Like we follow the way it is, we can't lose tradition.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really the way I would break it down in terms of opinion. So, and really all it comes down to is what does the commissioner think? And I don't even know who the commissioner of the MLB is, but who's the guy in charge who's making all the big decisions? How does he feel?
Right.
And baseball has really tried to. It continues to try to. It tries to be more entertaining in the sense of fast paced, because it's been the young fan. It's tried to create a bigger a youthful fan base. Attract more young audiences, because the attention span, I feel like gets shorter and shorter for entertainment.
Oh, I'm right there, dude.
Exactly. So it's like they've tried to speed up the game in some senses, but I mean that's not really working. Like I read a stat comparing this season to last season, in that the average game time this season was actually a little bit longer than last season, even though in between the two seasons they were trying to be like, okay, we need to give less time for the pitchers to scratch their head and fix their hat and
it is hilarious.
Feel the ball, and then less time for the hitter to adjust his batting gloves and look at his bat, and there's just a lot of. But that's like what baseball is, though, and
it really is. If you enjoy anticipation,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's like if you're watching baseball and you're, the classic pitcher move, just to start doing random shit. They have their routine. It's like taking a free throw.
It's also really fun as a hitter too, to just be like looking at the bat, like you're just kind of eyeing it down, gripping it. And as a kid, I used to pretend to be an MLB player, just like I used to pretend to be an NBA and NFL player.
Me too.
And my favorite thing to do was to come up with my rhythm that I would do in between swings. I'd put the bat under my arm and I'd do a couple Velcro fixes on my batting gloves, and I take the bat out and look at it, do a practice swing, step back in. It's just.
See, and then people like you go pro, and then it's superstition. So they're like,
exactly,
okay, I have
it's
to keep
superstition.
doing this. I have to keep doing this.
And that's where I think baseball is really a sport. To me, it's always been more fun to play, for sure.
More fun to play. I hate watching it, but I do enjoy going to actual baseball games.
Exactly. It's one of those where
it's the environment.
It's, I think, the most fun to play, second most fun to watch live, third most fun to watch on TV. And with the other sports for me, football and basketball, my other two faves, you can give me your idea on soccer, but I think with football and basketball, it's pretty much even across the field. I'm having the same amount of fun whether it's on TV, I'm watching it live, or I'm playing it.
Mm-hmm. Have you watched the Netflix series? It's called Bad Sport, I think is what it's called.
No, I haven't even heard of that one. What's it about?
It's about basically how sports athletes or organizations have sort of been corrupted, or they were gambling on themselves. Basically, people trying to make money
off their own team.
Their, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, their experience within the game. So a couple scenarios were point shaving. If you've heard of point shaving before.
Oh yeah, point shaving is a big deal. That's what The Longest Yard's about.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. There's two movies, by the way. The Adam Sandler. If anybody doesn't know this, the Adam Sandler Longest Yard movie is a remake. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but basically, it was professional athletes that were, I don't know why, because money, I guess. They want to get more at any cost, and they're like, well, hey, if I could still win.
And they're gambling
I could just win. Yeah, exactly. So one of the players was a college athlete, and I don't know, I guess, back then, of course, you didn't make money. Yeah. What the hell? He sees a bunch of people above him, and he's like, they're making money. Why am I not making money? I'm the star athlete, basically.
Yeah.
So he starts point shaving, and he makes, a couple grand here, spends it all, then makes double that, spends it all, and it spirals, man.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good show, and it also goes into a cricket athlete, and it's so funny because the reason I thought of it was because you're naming off all these sports, and and cricket came to my mind, and I was like, why did cricket come to my mind? The only reason was because I watched this show.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it, and I'm like, they're going over, it's a documentary, so it does a good job of keeping you entertained. And so they're going over, plays and games, and they're going into the games a little bit, and they're showing, what the commentators are seeing. And I'm like talking to Amanda, I'm like, do you know anything about cricket? I'm like trying to understand what's happening,
I know zero about cricket.
And it's just completely different.
Zero.
Like, I heard it was like baseball, but it's not at all. Not even close. The only thing that's similar is you have a ball
and you're swinging something at it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
even the thing you're swinging at it is different, One's
it's a paddle,
super flat and one's round.
Right, exactly. But there's an episode where they talk about the South African captain in cricket and how he was, like, he had to testify in front of, like, this jury and stuff like that. He had, like, come forward after some, like, wiretap got him. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Damn.
I would definitely recommend it. And it just goes to show how, honestly, easy it is to shave points.
Yeah,
if you're the star athlete.
If you're the star athlete who has the ball in their hand, yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, that's something that I think is I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. And also I wonder if imagine if athletes like bet on themselves.
That's what I would imagine happens all the time. It's like, if you're an NBA athlete, can you like not sign up for DraftKings? Can you not? Like, does DraftKings
Can you not play fantasy basketball with your friends?
Right,
and
yeah, exactly.
$20 pool?
Exactly.
I
play yourself with 2K.
What'd you say about 2K?
Can you not play yourself in 2K?
Can you not play yourself? Oh yeah, you can definitely play yourself in 2K. But I like to think that Michael Jordan bet on himself.
He definitely did. No way.
I only say that because after watching The Last Dance, like, he really seemed to be just competitive all around, and he was kind of he wasn't kind of, but he was competitive at, betting, gambling, and it just seems like something he would do to be like where his extreme competitiveness on the basketball court compared to his extreme competitiveness with gambling would lead to him like putting fat stacks of money on the fact that like the Bulls are going to win this final series.
Dude, he definitely did. There's no doubt in my mind. His persona changed from that first like his like arc, I guess, as a professional player towards the end. Like he was just all in on himself, just smoking cigars, just being we're the fucking best.
Exactly. Yeah,
that
really,
is the vibe. I'm like, he was definitely gambling on himself.
No doubt. And also, it just seems like he was betting on things like playing quarters with the security guards.
Yeah.
Like he was putting money on how close you could throw a quarter against a wall. Like that. Yeah. That's how
I had never heard of that game, by the way.
I had never heard of it until watching The Last Dance too. But then once I watched it and I was like, oh, all you have to do is like try to get the quarter as close to the wall as you can. It's like, wow, that's
they played it in the Squid Game.
They did, yes, I do remember that.
With marbles.
Yeah, it was just with marbles. Yeah, very true.
Did you I think it was a Key and Peele sketch of them recreating The Last Dance of
Oh wait, no, you're talking
Michael
about
Jordan taking every like penny from the.
Yeah, you're talking about yeah, I know.
Was it Key and Peele?
No. Well, see, it was SNL, but SNL
okay.
the episode of SNL was hosted by Keegan-Michael Key, who is he's the taller
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's the taller, skinnier half of the duo of Key and Peele. And and he's playing Michael Jordan in the video. Yeah, and they have the woman actor from SNL. I can't think of her name right now, but she's playing the blonde guy. She's like got a wig on and stuff. She looks she was really funny. But yeah, that's a great. I watched that skit. It was
basically like they go through it and it just keeps escalating, and by the end of it, the security guard, which is a he but played by a she, he is banging his wife or something.
Yeah. And he's also like wearing like no clothes, like he's lost everything.
He's lost everything but his boxers or something.
Yeah.
Give me your pants.
Because he just keeps betting with Michael.
He asks for his pants. He's like, I'm not gonna bet my pants.
And I love the shot of him like doing like the
Yeah,
shrug.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's like,
God. So funny, dude. So funny.
Did you hear that Kim Kardashian boosted the ratings of SNL through the roof?
I didn't hear that, but
Yeah.
I did hear that she did really well. And
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
saying that
So
she actually did really well.
she did do good. I saw a couple of clips in there. She was funny, and yeah. I mean, honestly, the coolest thing to me about it is the fact that like they get her to host, and the numbers just shoot up for that episode.
Of course,
it's pretty cool, and especially when you have like the SNL hardcore fans, or I don't even know about hardcore fans, but you have certain people when it's announced that Kim Kardashian is hosting. Certain people are like, oh, I'm not watching this episode. Like, she's like not a real talent. Like, I'm boycotting this, and
then
like,
she kills
you
it.
know, and then she kills it exactly.
Yeah,
it's just like, yeah. I just love how the biggest figures have just the most haters and the most lovers. It's just so equal to me.
Yeah,
in terms of
and
like,
you know, I was definitely
shows
I
you how
used
many
to be
people
a hater.
there are in the world. Yeah, of course.
But honestly, I mean, the only thing I think I hated about Kim at first was that I didn't really know much about her, and I just knew that she was like a celebrity and she had a ton of money, you know?
Yeah.
And that she was famous because of what she, you know, how she started off.
You know what?
But
yeah, no, go ahead.
I mean, I guess just being exposed more to her via Amanda. I don't know. I kind of like having this super, like, almost unbelievably successful, untouchable person, you know, almost like the queen, but not the queen, you know. It's not like she's being funded by us or anything. I like it, man. Why not?
Dude,
and I don't think she's a bad person at all. I think she just has a shit ton of money. That's all I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think it's I think you leave the hater realm, cuz I've been a hater before, you know. And
we've all been haters. Bro.
Everybody's been haters. But
I hate on things still to this day.
Like, I'm honestly, okay, here we go. I'm about to drop some knowledge. I'm about to drop some knowledge here. Okay, so we aren't adults. Okay, we are not adults until we aren't haters.
Wow.
Because once you become an adult, once you enter the world of adulting, you know, earning a living, trying to do what you're trying to do, getting your shit done, and you see other people getting their shit done at the highest of levels.
Yeah.
You're not like, if you see that and you don't hate, and if you see that and you're just like good shit, like,
you just appreciate it.
You just appreciate it. You just
appreciate
work. Them getting it.
Yeah.
And then you think of yourself, you're getting it, you're doing your thing, they're
Use
doing
it as
thing.
motivation. Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, man. Like, yeah, I really think that's like you're an adult once you stop hating on others, you know?
Yeah.
And start focusing on yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the phrase money is relative is so true. It's so true. Like, your mental state is so much more important than how much you make, by far. Like, if you're at that phase right there where you're just appreciative of everything and you just use it as motivation, but you're not making a ton, or you don't have that much money, or whatever, you're already far beyond those people that you are looking at as, like, you know, quote unquote successful. It's like there's like mental success in life, which is actually really rare, and I don't think that many people have actually mastered it. And then there's also like the physical success, like, you know, tangible, the things like money and stuff. So those are two forms of success, I think. And, you know, it's a constant battle too. Like, you know, you can be in a good mental state and the next month not be, right? So yeah. But I wanted to ask you a follow-up question to that. Do you think you're an adult?
I do.
Considering what you just said.
And I do. And I say that coming from I know it sounds dumb, but Okay, so I've been working on
All I want to say, real quick,
yeah.
I'm just super stoked for Timothy Chalamet for being lead actor in Dune. Are you stoked for him?
I am stoked for him. And this is actually no, I am. No,
Shut
really, Ryan.
up.
Wait, no, I am, dude.
Shut up.
Hold on. No, I am, dude. This is transitioning very nicely into my next point, okay?
Sure, okay.
No, really. Okay, so I've been working on a TV show as an extra last couple weeks. And I've been around some big movie stars, you know?
Sweet.
And I mean by be around, I mean like I've been like standing right next to them as, you know, I'm waiting for the director to say action and I, you know,
Like you could lick them if you wanted to. But
exactly.
Yeah.
I could say fuck you. I could, you know, punch him in the face. I could do all that stuff.
Sure,
And
sure.
and being like on set and working with, you know, hundreds of people and, you know, millions of dollars worth of equipment and rental, all this blah blah blah, and being around these famous people and seeing how everybody treats them, and then keeping myself contained to the point where I'm not like, you know, fanboying out.
Yeah.
I've realized, or in Timothy Chalamet's case, like fighting him on the spot, you know, like good thing he wasn't on the show because we would have been, you know, no, I'm just kidding. But what I mean is like I've just kind of realized like being around these people and treating them like normally has made me realize that the whole we're all adults thing, we're all getting it, we're all working every day, no matter
What level you're at.
what level exactly. Like we're all putting in work. Like I'm here on set at 1 a.m. and I'm looking over there and there's the movie star also at 1 a.m. So
I
it's
like that, man.
It made me realize like holy shit, like we're all so the same in the sense of we're all just doing our own thing and trying to like we're just trying to get it done. And that's exactly why I am pumped for Timothy Chalamet, because that dude is he's fucking killing it, you know. Not only is he going to be the lead in Dune, but he's going to be the lead in the Willy Wonka prequel movie. And
Holy shit, I have not seen that.
I saw him in I saw him in the getup, like the Willy Wonka outfit look. I mean, he looks pretty.
Stop.
He looks pretty good, man. So yeah,
this kid does not stop.
He doesn't stop, man. So it's
you gotta appreciate it.
I kind of had I've had that realization these last couple of weeks, you know, just seeing the amount of people that it takes to get a job done in any sense of any job there is. I just realized like we're all doing our part.
Yeah. Well, I had that realization when I first started working on software, like a website. So I was just like, I mean, you know, you're going through college and you're like, okay, yeah, like you can, you know, work with data structures. You can like, you know, create an object, whatever, you know, and I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but
yeah,
these are things that you learn, right?
Yes. I know where you're going with this.
Not compare to what it takes to get something, like get a website set up. And not even just get a website set up, but like, I mean, we're talking about, okay, now you need servers, you need the people behind the servers, you need, you know, administrators, you know, whether you're in the cloud or you're not in the cloud, like you got those people are there. It's just insane, man. It's just insane. And it's crazy. And I have so much to learn.
Exactly. And it's like what you're saying there, like you went exactly where I thought you were going. And what I'm saying about the whole set, it applies to the entire world. Because you're walking down the street in any city, and you're surrounded by accomplishments of others. And you look at everything around you, and you just question like, how is this? How is that this? Like all these things, and it's like, holy shit! Like people like did this. Like they worked hard, and they got their own individual shit done, and it was done in a massive scale in the sense of where 100 other people did their job too, and it built this giant skyscraper that's right in front of me. And
dude, it's crazy.
Like the example not to be a hater, and everybody is just doing their thing. It's literally everywhere. I mean,
dude, go to New York. Go to New York and just look at the skyscrapers and be like, holy shit.
And us talking through Skype right now, are you kidding me? Like who? Like thank you to whoever did that. You know, like
right, exactly.
Whoa, like
who made these mics?
Who made these mics? You know, it's just literally everything. It's just God.
Who brewed this right here?
Who exactly?
Who did that?
who designed
put
this
the
can?
tangerine flavor? No, I mean, who made the
who
machines that did that?
Literally everything. It's great stuff.
It is
man.
crazy, dude. Yeah, I mean, it is great stuff. It's great ending to a podcast.
It is.
Especially when we're talking about moving into a home and stuff. And
yeah.
I just close on this. I just can't wait to share it with literally everyone. I mean, seriously, I did not buy this. I mean, I did buy this home for myself, but more importantly, I bought this home to just create memories in, and I'm just so excited to have people over and to just, I don't know, barbecue.
Yes.
Freaking
yes. Pet the
mess
dogs,
around,
play
card
fetch.
games, anything, podcast. Fuck
Yes.
it. Like, it's happening, and I'm so excited.
Fuck yeah. Well, Ryan, cheers on the end of episode 93 to you being a homeowner.
Cheers,
You
brother.
did it, buddy.
Cheers for you being an adult.
Thank you. Cheers. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We love you.
Thank you, everyone. We love you. Peace out. As always.
Peace.